back to my channel. My name is Naomi Rook. If you're brand new to my channel, please consider subscribing. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Also, make sure to ring that notification bell so you can be notified anytime I do upload a video. Today's video, I'm going to do a little bit of a chit chat. Get ready with me. I have been MIA here on YouTube for about a month. We were coming to the end of summer, so I was really enjoying that with my family. Also, we were getting ready for school. We started school a little bit later in September. So I've just kind of been trying to get back into the routine. I also kind of hit a wall with my YouTube. I was feeling a little bit overwhelmed with the purchases and the feeling of needing to purchase new makeup. I really want to go back kind of to the basics of my YouTube channel where I started, which was how to fix mistakes of makeup, how to apply lipstick, how to do lip liner. I really enjoyed the basics of application for makeup, not just the drive of purchasing the latest, greatest, newest, reviewing. I really want to go back into my collection and just enjoy the products I'm using. This is why I'm not using any new makeup in this video. I'm using products that have been in my collection for a long time. Some of them I've panned, some of them I actually use up in this video. I wanted to scale it down, kind of find a new mindset for my YouTube channel. So I'm going to be doing more, like I said, how-tos, tutorials, and using the products in my collection that I think a lot of people already own. So it's not as much about the products that I'm using, it's just how I'm using them and how they work best for me. So hopefully you enjoyed this video. I have missed you guys incredibly. I've missed coming on here and talking to some of you guys. So I'm really excited to get this video up and then to continue on with the content kind of in this new direction I'm going. So if you would like to see how I got this makeup look, then just keep watching and let's get her done. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and jump into my Unicorn Cosmetics Wicked palette. I really wanted to play with this eyeshadow palette today because it screams fall. If you haven't seen the inside of this palette, there it is. It's such a gorgeous, really beautiful fall palette. I absolutely love it. So I'm going to go in with this Corpse, which is this really cool kind of pukey yellow color. I want to do a very fall look, and I love yellows for the fall time. So I hope you have been doing good. I know it's been quite some time since I have uploaded. I took a break off of YouTube and kind of all social medias. I needed a little bit of a reset. Summer was coming to an end, so I was spending that with my family. School was starting. I have one son in school and 3 stepchildren that are in school as well. So we're just getting ready for all of that, enjoying the last bit of summer, really trying to get into the routine of school. It's been about a month since I've uploaded, so it's been just the craziest month, but I'm finally feeling like I'm getting into a really nice routine. My son's getting into school and he is doing kindergarten for the 2nd year this year, so he's getting back into the kind of the routine of everyday school. So it's kind of just a really good time now for me to get back into filming and to doing more makeup looks. Next, I'm going to blend out that yellow with this Soul color. Another reason I kind of stopped filming for a little while is I felt almost this frantic feeling of having to buy more makeup and all the new things, and I really kind of got sick of it because I love the makeup I have in my collection, and sometimes when I'm on YouTube and I'm on Instagram and I'm watching YouTube all the time, I see the new things coming out and I get really tempted to buy the new things even though I do not need them because I do have so much makeup. I love what I have, and I've always tried to be kind of the person where I just use what I have and I enjoy it. So when I felt myself kind of feeling that feeling of wanting to buy everything all the time, I really wanted to kind of pull back on watching YouTube and doing YouTube because I want my channel to be more of using the products in my collection. That is why I'm doing a Get Ready With Me today, using products that are not new in any way. These are products that I've had in my collection for a very long time. Some of them are close to being empty, and I just wanted to play with makeup that drew me in from my collection, not just what was new and trending and maybe would grab more people's attention for videos, but just products that I was excited to use. I also want to get back into more tutorials, more how-tos, more how to fix your makeup, just kind of back to the basics of makeup. I do really miss YouTube back about 8 or 9 years ago when I started watching YouTube, when it was the tutorials and how to. It wasn't as much about hauls and the new products, it was really about how to apply makeup, and I really wanted to get back to kind of those basics. So I'm going to start steering up my channel more to the how-tos and a little bit less about the new products and what I'm using. I don't want the products I am using to be as much importance as to how I am using them. So next I'm going into Ritual in that palette, which is a really pretty cranberry color, and I'm just going to put that into my outer crease and blow it out just a little bit. So I'm definitely getting more excited back into makeup again with kind of that new mindset of the products I already have, the things I love, and really just kind of showing how to apply makeup and not, like I said, as much about the products I'm using or what's newest on the market. I just got really burnt out by that. And fall is the perfect time to come back. I love fall. I love fall makeup. I'm really excited to be getting back into the dark eyeshadow looks. During this summer, I definitely wear a lot less makeup. I don't do as much eyeshadow looks, and I definitely do not do like darker makeup. So I am really, really excited to get back into the dark, smoky, sultry fall looks, because that is my favorite type of makeup for sure. I'm taking a little bit of that Divine, which is like a lighter pink color, and I'm going to just blend out the Ritual. Next, I'm going to use this color. I'm not a huge fan of some of the names in this palette, but this color is really gorgeous. It has a beautiful metallic pink reflection. I'm just going to place that onto the front of my lid. That's such a really beautiful reflective metallic color. And this is kind of the base of all the eyeshadow looks I like to use. I put some in the crease, a little darker on the outer corner, and then a really pretty bright metallic on the inner lid. Unicorn Cosmetics is definitely an underrated brand. I really do love their eyeshadow palettes. I have a new one. I'm going to do a review video for you. It's a really pretty, a light summer, springtime color story. It's not as dark as this one, but I definitely just felt like using this one today, and then I will be using that one in a video coming very shortly. So how was the end of your summer? I hope you enjoyed your summer, whatever you ended up doing. My kids went to school a little bit later. I go to school until September, so we definitely had a bit longer of a summer. We had lots of dirt biking, lots of fun activities, so I really enjoyed the summer, but I am definitely, like I said, ready for fall and kind of the colder weather. The only problem with this eyeshadow palette is that it does have quite a little bit of fallout. So I've been getting into working out a lot more. I used to do it all the time, and then I kind of got into a slump where I did not work out for a couple of years, and I've started to feel just kind of heavy and just not healthy. So I did start kind of a vegan diet that didn't last very long because I found it gave me really bad headaches because I wasn't having enough protein in my diet. So I've incorporated meat and everything back into my diet, but I'm just definitely watching more what I'm eating just to have a bit more healthy, kind of a more clean, fresh diet. So I'm going to my Wet n Wild This and Impossible primer. I'm not doing the diet for any reason other than just to kind of feel better and healthier, because I was starting to get really just kind of bogged down by the food I was eating. So I don't know if you use this primer, but I really do love it. It smooths out my skin really nice. It fills in the pores. I love this primer, and I love pretty much every Wet n Wild primer I have used. Primers I like to let sit on my skin for a good solid minute or so, just so it really soaks into my skin, and then I will apply foundation on top. For foundation, I'm going to use an old classic. This is the Maybelline Dewy and Smooth. I have this in Classic Ivory 120. This is just one of my favorite foundations. I hate that it gets so dirty, but it's such a really great classic foundation from the drugstore that works so good for my dry skin. They do have the matte and poreless if you'd prefer a matte finish, but because I do have that drier skin, really love the Smooth and Dewy. I do like to take a sponge and tap that out just a little bit. Either I'm going to go in with my Dose of Colors Meet Your Hue. I have this in 08 Light. It's a little light, but I'm going to bronze up around the rest of my face. That'll balance itself out. Are you starting to get ready for Halloween? Are you a Halloween person? I personally love Halloween. I haven't decorated for fall just yet. I don't do a ton of decorating around my house, just a little bit, but I haven't done it just yet, but I will be doing it here shortly. I love fall, so I do have a lot of pumpkin decorations, not as much Halloween, but lots of pumpkins. We try to grow pumpkins every year, and sadly our pumpkin plant did die this year because we got a frost really early and we weren't anticipating it, so I wasn't able to cover the pumpkin plant with any type of greenhouse or a tarp or anything. So we did lose our pumpkin plant, which is really sad because I love having pumpkins to carve, and they're so expensive just to buy, so it's kind of nice having our own, but we didn't get any this year. Hopefully next year we'll actually be able to have some pumpkins to carve. Our plant just didn't do good this year. Just a little bit more concealer right on my cheeks. I have a bit of redness on my cheeks right now. for bronzer, I'm going to go in with my nude sticks. This is the Bondi Bay. It's not my favorite cream bronzer, but I do want to start using products up, even if they're not my favorite, just kind of getting them out of my collection. So I'm going to go and use this with a small duo fiber brush. Just blend that right into the stick and then apply that to my cheeks. So are you a baker, a cooker? I love to start baking a bunch during the winter. I don't do a ton of baking during the summer, but during the fall and winter, I love to bake, and I also do like to cook. I made chili last night. It was so good. I have made pumpkin cookies, which is one of my family's favorite fall treats. So I've done that, but I definitely love to bake and cook during the fall. I don't know why, something with the change of the season just makes me want to stand in the kitchen and cook and bake, and I really do love it. I love how I'm talking about fall, and today it's supposed to be 70, tomorrow it's supposed to be 80. I think then by this weekend it's supposed to be in the 90s. Last weekend was the 90s, but the problem with living in Montana, you just never know the weather. That 2 days ago we had frost that killed the pumpkin plant, and then tomorrow I think it's supposed to be in the 80s. So super confusing with the weather. It always kind of is. In the morning it'll be 40 or 50, and they need coats and pants to go to school, and then by the time they get out of school it's 80 degrees and hot. So I'm trying to figure out how to send my son to school because he gets so cold. So I'll send him with a coat on, but then he won't take it off, and it's 80 degrees when I pick him up. So he gets home and he's like super sweaty because he's just been hot in his coat. There's that bronzer stick. Like I said, it's not my absolute favorite. It does the job. I do enjoy how it looks on my skin. It does blend out really well. I just don't think I like the color as much. It's a little bit too warm for me, but I will, like I said, make it work. Next, I am going to go ahead and do my favorite blush combo. I love these two blushes together. This is e.l.f. Putty Blush, and this is in the Caribbean. It's a really beautiful wine color. And I'm just going to tap in a little brush and then kind of just tap that gently onto my cheeks. I've still been into a ton of blush. I really love the look of it. I will apply even a little extra, a little too much, and then I'd rather tone it down. For some reason, I'm just liking a super blushed look. I think it helps my face shape because I do kind of have more of a round face, but I find if I really emphasize my cheeks, it gives me a really pretty cheekbone and a definition to where it doesn't look as round, and I look like I have kind of rosy little dull cheeks. That blush has a really beautiful glow to it as well. Next, I'm going to go ahead and powder with my Kosas. This is the Cloud Set Powder in Breezy. I love this powder. It really is just one of the best powders. It's such a lightweight setting powder that doesn't like mattify my skin, but really just sets it down perfectly. If you have dry skin, this is a really, really fantastic setting powder that doesn't add any coverage. It just sets it in such a nice, gentle way that it doesn't look like you have 17 pounds of powder on your skin. And I can really almost go overboard with this powder and it doesn't mess up my foundation or make it look crepey or creasy or anything. Next, I'm going to go in with my tried and true. This is the Physician Formula Butter Bronzer. What a gorgeous bronzer. I will never not use this or own this in my collection. This is one of the only bronzers I have hit pan on. I'm going to use it my angled brush. This is my favorite brush for bronzer. It is a Glamour Dolls angled blush brush. I really like it. It just fits perfectly on my cheekbones. For blush, I'm going to do the Wander Beauty Trip for 2 in Daiquiri. I just love this blush so much, especially right when fall hits. It's just the most flattering, beautiful blush. I really love it. And see, that is why I like so much blush, because I smile and my cheeks just kind of pop out. It gives my face a lot more definition, and I just really like the look of really glowy, juicy cheeks. I think it's just so pretty, and it really does flatter my face shape. Maybe you have more of a chiseled face or more of a square face, and you would apply blush a little differently. I would like to do a video of blush placement for different face shapes. Not every face shape would wear blush in the same position. This is just where I like it because I do find I have a very round face, and then if I do this right on the apples of my cheeks and bring up, it really just elongates my face and gives me the shape that I'd prefer. I'm going to go ahead and set my face. I'm going to use my Tarte Maracuja Miracle Mist. Becca Opal, one of my favorite of all time highlighters, one of my most sentimental purchases. My fiance bought it for me, and I'm just going to apply that to the high points of my cheeks. I really like this. It works really great for my skin tone, and it's just an old classic. I'm sure lots of people have used it. That's something I want to get back to, is the old classics of makeup, the products that are just so good. You already have them in your collection, so you don't even need new ones because these ones are so great. Taking the highlighter I am wearing for the day, taking it on a little brush and using that as the inner corner highlight, ties everything together, and I feel like it just makes it such a more cohesive look. I'll hop off, do my lashes and mascara, and then I will be right back. Lastly, I have lips to do. I'm going to go in with my NYX. This is the Nude Beige Lip Liner. I really love this. This is a great contouring lip liner. And next I'm going to go on with my Too Faced Melted Matte. This is in Child Star. One thing I love about fall and winter is the cool tone nudes. They're my favorites. They work a lot better when I'm a bit more pale. They don't work as much when I have like my summer tan, so I've definitely not been tanning, so this is going to look really good. Alright, there is that. I just love these really cool light tone neutral lips. On top I'm going to put the e.l.f. Plumping Lip Gloss in Pink Cosmos, my absolute favorite lip gloss. There we go. That is exactly what I wanted, just a really cool tone neutral lip. Alright, there is the finished makeup look. I really hope you enjoyed this video. I will be coming back with more content, maybe just a little bit more of a different direction. I'm really feeling excited to do more tutorials and how-tos, so hopefully you stick around to see those, and I will catch you on the next video. Bye guys!